Hi, everybody, and welcome to Thursday. My name is Brad Miller, and I have the pleasure of doing the first Thursday health topic video, which we're going to be doing every week of the challenge on the topic of health each week, this week being healthy fueling. I thought it'd be a really great way to kind of keep this week broken up, see how we're doing learning this habit, how we're doing progressing on our goals, and kind of break up the weekly progress check as we go into each 5 weeks. Want to congratulate everyone as we kick off this week. It's been really amazing. I've been seeing all you guys post your goals, post your pictures. You guys are really dialed in on what it is you're wanting to accomplish. One of the first steps. One of the other first steps is figuring out what our plan is and learning how to fuel our body based on our health goals, which I'm going to go over here in a little bit. So hopefully you guys have been making big progress. I know many of you guys are starting the next level of your health journey, maybe taking your health and eating knowledge to the next level after you guys have lost weight. Some of you guys are mid-journey. Some of you guys are just getting started. So either way, you're learning new habits. And I want to congratulate you guys and focus this week on finishing it strong as you get this habit down. So I'm going to go over a few different things today, and we are just covering healthy fueling. Again, if you haven't read this or you'd like more information, please talk with your person that invited you to this challenge, your health coach, and reference pages 7, 8, and 9 from Dr. Ray's Habits of Health. We're focusing on building habit. Anything that we do, we want to make sure becomes habit. That's probably tip number one when it comes to healthy fueling. Don't just do anything for a season. That's dieting. And honestly, dieting is an up and down thing. It's a yo-yo thing. And honestly, it's a big problem in our country because so many people gain weight, lose weight, gain it back, and then some. It's called the yo-yo effect. And actually, 80% of people that actually lose weight or work on increasing their body composition to better levels, gain their weight back and then some within 2 years. So that is a stat to know, which is why we're approaching this not only from a knowledge front, not only from a community front, but a habit building front. So what are you starting to learn this week that's really starting to make sense to you for your habits? And that's something to be thinking about. And what are you starting to replace it with as you're going forward? Bad habits, that is, that have crept into your life. A lot of this is kind of a review and then an addition to what we covered on our health huddle on Monday. And I really enjoyed all the feedback on that and everyone who shared. But getting started basics. Many of you guys are on one of our nutrition plans, and many of you guys are just joining in. Maybe you don't know what our nutrition plans are, or maybe you're trying something that's worked for you in the past. Either way, this information is going to be a little bit more tailored towards the people who are using our nutrition plan because it's going to make sense. But all of it is going to be good wherever you're at. So this is all applicable, and I wanted to break it down that way. So just getting started here is remembering that, and this is a good tip no matter where you are, but those that are on a nutrition plan, it's learning that eating 6 times a day is key. It is the way our body was meant to eat. It's the way our body keeps our metabolism going at best rates. It's the way that our body produces or burns more calories just by the way we fuel ourselves, and it keeps our body on a nice even flow. Many of you guys might remember the insulin breakdown slide that I showed you guys on Monday, which I will show you again here. It really kind of shows that if you eat 6 times a day, focus on eating the right things, not only will your body be able to do more with it, but it's also going to put you in a state where you can lose weight or maintain your weight and give your body really what it needs. Really to kind of go on a tangent here is the reason why we get high blood pressure. Well, part of the reason, please understand where I'm coming from on this. This is a blanketed statement, but the reason why blood pressure gets out of whack, the reason why we start to develop diabetes and lose control of our blood sugar level is because our body is getting worn out by what we are feeding it and by what we are doing. So the better we take care of it, the less up and downs, the better we treat it, the longer it will last, and our body can heal very quickly. And you'd be surprised how many people following our nutrition plans can lower blood pressure, completely get off medications, balance blood sugar levels to the point where they don't need medications anymore. This is a case-by-case basis, but we see it all the time. And then other things that can level out. So treat your body well, and it'll last longer. And this is the reason why you do it, not only from a weight maintenance category or a sustainability category or a weight loss category. It just is giving our body what it needs to perform at its peak levels. Number 2, Nutrition and macronutrients are very, very important. For those that are on our plan, you're going to notice that every one of your meal replacements that you have here, what's on the back here, is that it's going to have proper breakdown of, well, not perfect. I mean, mind you, it's going to be a case-by-case basis, but it's going to give you proper macronutrients, protein, good carbohydrates, the amount of fiber that's in it. I'm not going to go into the details of all of these, but the amount of sugar, the amount of calories, all of these things, not to mention the nutrition that is added in there of all the different vitamins and minerals that your body needs. Each one of these meal replacements have 20%, but if you're also eating healthy foods, your body's going to be getting those nutrition from the other foods. So some of these examples are the meal replacements that you have, the ones that are protein based, they have nutrition in them, they're low glycemic, which I'll get to next. Those are healthy fuelings that your body needs. An additional way to take that in, which we do on our plan, is a lean and green, which during the weight loss phase, you're going to focus more on lean and green. It's basically healthy, low starch vegetables, because this is going to help your body lose weight the same way that you're eating with your meal replacements to keep your body moving forward. But it's also going to give you lean protein and healthy fat options. That's basically what you want to be eating. The details are in there. These are just, again, a starting guideline. I'm not going to give specifics because it is based on where you're at. So I'm going to keep this information blanketed. But you can see that those meals are made up of lean proteins, about 5 to 7 ounces of lean proteins, and a 1.5 cups serving of low starchy vegetables. Vegetables that are going to give your body nutrition, but not have it give you a bunch of sugar, carbs, and whatever that your body can do more with, so it can give your body what it needs, not too much of what it doesn't need, so it can focus on burning the energy within. As you progress into next levels of your health, maybe you're on a 3 and 3 or you've moved past weight loss, a 9-inch plate is really where you ultimately want to end up. And basically that's breaking your plate down into 2 quarter pieces and 1 half piece. So half of your plate being healthy fruits and vegetables, giving your body the nutrition it needs. Having a quarter of your plate being low starch, carbohydrate, or a healthy starch for that matter. I'm sorry, I use a lot of words on that one, but basically like something healthy. Like, I'm just going to throw off some examples real quick, but yams, quinoa, brown rice, just to name a few of these things. Not white bread, mind you, not just mindless carbs. I'm talking about carbs that fuel your body, starches that fuel your body. So a quarter of it, so it's just a little amount, and low glycemic carbs. Quinoa has very little glycemic index, so it really gives your body what it needs. And then going over to the other quarter piece is a lean protein, something that's healthy for you, something that's low in fat, something your body can run off of. That's a really good layout for someone that's on like a 3 and 3 plan. That's what your other meals should look like as you're breaking up your day. So again, this is just a general guideline. The biggest thing is to look at the nutrition and macronutrients and focus on eating for a goal, which I'll go over here in a little bit. These are just some general guidelines of how to eat healthy. You're going to change this up based on where you're at on your goal. If you're on a 5 and 1 plan right now, or even a 3 and 3 where you're focused on losing weight, you're going to gear towards more a lean and green option. Going long-term and long-term sustainable health, you're going to focus on a 9-inch plate and incorporate that 6 times fueling a day. And what's great about it is you can look at each plate and be like, do I have those pieces are all there? Seems like some of them are mixed together, but it's good to go. So you can start framework of what your body looks like and focus on basically, am I giving my body nutrition with what I'm feeding it? And am I giving it the right kind of breakdown of what I'm looking for? For more information on this, connect with your health coach. But this is just a good practice to start to get familiar with those different things. Low glycemic is huge. Low in sugar. When you eat a lot of sugar or carbohydrates, your body starts to break it down and basically produces a lot of insulin to break down that sugar. When you're breaking down sugar, you're basically working on storing it as fat for later. That's what your body does with excess calories and when you're producing insulin. So that's what makes it easy for you to lose or to gain weight when you're eating lots of high sugar things. So the other thing you want to do is when you're trying to lose weight or keep weight off is keep the sugar level low so your body doesn't produce lots of insulin to get that to do that. Eating small meals, eating 6 times a day, eating low glycemic will take care of all these things. And of course, you're making sure it's nutritious, so it takes care of this. Again, going back to the idea of why many of you guys are eating the meal replacements that you are, because it's giving your body small nutrition amounts of what you need. It's low glycemic, it's high in protein. It's got good on everything you need macronutrient wise. Another thing here, and this is just, we've heard it all the time, but we want to make sure we start off the day right. Breakfast is key. Your breakfast sets the tone of the day, and what touches your lip first thing in the morning is what you will crave most all day long. So make sure it's something healthy like water, which is a big part of it. I'll go over that in a second. But breakfast starting off your day kicks off your metabolism, kicks off your day right, and you're going to start building off of that. So that's why you want to eat first thing in the morning and make sure it's a healthy, balanced meal. It's again why many of you guys that are on the 5-in-1 plan or a 3-in-3 plan, we encourage eating within your first 30 minutes to an hour of waking up and giving your body something good, nutritious to snack on. Again, water is huge. So your body will get rid of toxins with proper water. It will make sure your body's functioning at proper levels. And it's just a good thing to make sure your body's got coming in. Plus, a big chunk of the time, I believe the number is about 30% of the time, hunger is actually confused with actually just being thirsty. So if you're drinking enough water, you're going to have less hunger issues, causing you to snack less, et cetera, et cetera. You can see how that plays out down the line. And again, just remembering as we go into next week, which we're going to cover healthy motion, exercise is less than 20% of the equation of a healthy body. And honestly, I kind of like to say it's playing with fire. It's a little cherry on top of what you do with your healthy lifestyle, but many people lean too much on a healthy exercise. But you know what, the second you get injured, can't do it anymore, get stressed out, travel, you just lost the one thing that was holding it all together. So don't lean on exercise to live a healthy lifestyle or keep a healthy body in balance. Focus on what your eating is and add the exercise to be maximized out by what you're fueling yourself with. So that's just some general tips of getting started. And this is stuff that really jumped out to me in the beginning that I really helped understand, that really made it simple for me to reach my healthy weight, continue living healthy, and keeping going on. So in addition to just healthy fueling ideas and things that are going to help you get started, these are some tips that will help support the whole idea of it. So one is have a plan. Always have a plan wherever you're at. And you got to just know what it is you're doing, because you got a million different things going on in your life. If you have to stop and think every single day about what you're going to do for your health or what you're doing, you're going to catch yourself behind the 8 ball all the time. So have a plan. That's why our system is heavily rooted in having a plan. Short-term, long-term, and for whatever season you're in. Have a system. Have a system for how your healthy routines work. With us, we make sure that people have a reminder to order healthy foods, but this isn't everything they eat. But one of the reasons why I'm so healthy is I have healthy meals coming to my doorstep every single month at the beginning of the month. I also have a shopping day. Every Sunday, my wife and I go shopping. It's our planned day. It's an understood thing in our house that we're going to try to get to the store shopping for our week, and we meal plan for our week. It doesn't take a lot of time because we have a system for it. If we don't get it on Sundays, we generally do it on Tuesdays as our backup day. But we always meal plan. We have a bunch of recipes that we pull from. We have a lot of things we get very often, and we have a routine, a system that makes it really easy for us to make sure nutritional things are in our house at all times. Because I can tell you, I'm not healthy because I have great willpower. I have it because I have a good system, a support system, and a plan. Do you have a water bottle? That's another huge one. I like mason jars. This is my water bottle. It doesn't really travel well, but I work from home, and many people like to have a water bottle that goes with it. It's their reminder to drink water. I think Susan LaBelle, you guys hear from her quite often in this challenge. She has a 64-ounce water bottle she takes everywhere she goes. She knows how much it takes to drink her desired water levels a day, and she carries it with her. It's a habit. It's a system of support on that. Let's see here. A good support system in general. One, if you know you have people around you that are going to be triggering you or setting you up basically to trip you up, you got to make sure you have a system to navigate that. Or do they know what your goals are so they can support you? Most people will support you if you make it clear on your intentions on what you're wanting to do. But on the other side, are you around people? Think about your friends and your family. Are they healthy? Do they desire to be healthy? If they're not, I'm not saying you have to ditch your friends. It's just an idea to focus and spend your time with around people that focus on health as a support system to you, because when they make it a priority, they're making it easier for you to make a priority. The great news is you have a support system right here. You're in this group, and you're most likely in another support page, and you know someone in here that wants to be healthier, that is working towards healthier. So grab onto those people. Make sure you have a really good support system. This makes it easier for you to have healthy fuelings, because when you're around this person, you know together you guys are ideally going to be making healthier decisions. Do you have a reminder of what your plan is? I like to do this every single week. Again, I went back to my systems. My healthy meals come in once a month around the 7th of the month because they get ordered every month on the 1st. We go shopping on Sundays. I start out every morning with the way I want to approach my day, and healthy breakfast comes in. So I have routines and habits and reminders of what my plan is during the season. I also like to put goals up on, behind my desktop, or on my desktop, behind my desk, on my phone, anywhere you can do to put reminders of what you're working on for this season. We are always at best when we're moving towards something. So these are just great ways to have reminders of what your plan is. Again, this world is a crazy distraction-filled place, and if you're not focused on what you're doing, you will easily get off track. And then the last piece of this is always eat for a goal. So many people just approach eating healthy when they want to diet. Diet is what we eat every single day. So focus on eating for a goal. You should always ask ourselves, and this goes back to what our plan is what is my goal? What am I? And then have your eating match that. You guys know what to eat. I went over a lot of different things before that can kind of alter based on what you want to do. But you always eat for your goal. So if you're trying to trim up, lose weight, you're going to eat a certain way. If you're trying to maintain and be more active, you're going to eat a certain way that's slightly different, built on top of those core habits. If you're like, let's say you want to throw caution to the wind during the holiday season, it doesn't matter if you're saying that's my goal to be less focused, then you still eat towards a goal. So you put other things in place. You see how it works no matter which way you're going. You always eat for a goal. So that's why I want to kind of bring this up. We eat for a goal is whether you're trying to lose weight, maintain, be more active. These are just different phases of like showing people where they have higher weight that they're trying to lose. This is where they're eating like for a weight loss phase. So this is going to change up the plan. And then afterwards, you don't just go back to what you're doing. You have to change the way things are if you want a different result of where you were before. So you eat towards for what your goal is. These are, again, the glycemic index. This is what people are mostly doing with their body, not eating 6 times a day and choosing options and reacting to their body's cravings because insulin levels are being produced. I'm not going to go over that. We went over it Monday. This is what it looks like. And you can see just the less roller coaster ride when you're feeding your body nutrition 6 times a day and treating it well. It's more balanced. Your body's happier, less cravings. And it's setting you up for more success because the better you feed your body, the less cravings you have, making it easier to be healthier. So every decision you make that's healthy this season and this week is making it easier for you to be healthier because you're building habits and you're putting your body in a state where it's easier for it to maintain health. So again, this is another slide I like to bring in is you don't just get to a goal weight. You don't just get to a one goal. It's always going to be moving forward. Sometimes you're going to go 100 miles an hour, and sometimes you're just going to be creeping forward in just a normal pace. But remember that health is a journey for the rest of our lives, and the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys this week. And as we get into the midweek, I just want to congratulate all of you on the great week and everything you've been doing. I've been loving the posts inside of our group. You guys are fired up, and I'm looking forward to our first progress check next week. So keep up the great work. Focus on healthy eating this week and be prepared for our next week's topic, healthy motion, which is the other side of healthy eating. So we'll get into the next topics following that week, but healthy motion's next. This week, we're focusing on being grounded in a healthy routine of how we fuel our body. So with that being said, have a great week, everybody. Have a great Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will start our weigh-ins for the next week. Have a great weekend, everybody, and look forward to seeing the results. Talk to you later.